You want answers!
I want the truth!
You can't handle the truth!
Hello everybody, welcome into the Truth Serum. Joey, the Truth Wagner with you. We have some breaking Penguins news this afternoon. GM JR always on the phone, always doing something. And we'll get to what he did after this. But folks, if you love sports like I do, and you really enjoy going to the games like I do, then SeatGeek is the perfect place for you to get tickets. Folks, if you use the code Joey Wagner, that's JOEYWAGNER, you get $20 off your first order. So go get your savings and have fun at the game. But now, time for the Truth Serum. And in case you missed it, folks, a breaking trade just happening for the Pittsburgh Penguins. It involves Pittsburgh and the Florida Panthers. These are the pieces going to Florida. Center iceman Derick Brassard, center iceman Sheahan, a second-round pick in the 2019 draft, and 2 fourth-round picks in the 2019 draft. Coming back to the Penguins, 2 young center icemen, McCann and Bjugstad. In case you missed it, Bjugstad and McCann to Pittsburgh, Sheahan, Brassard, draft picks to Florida. Once again, it's right here. And now, folks, here are my thoughts on the deal. There are some things that I like about the trade, other things that I wish would have gone better, but let's get it rolling. Number one thing that I like, Derick Brassard is gone. Ever since Derick Brassard was traded for last year, he just hasn't been a good fit. And here's how you know that it's not a good fit. Derick Brassard's most memorable moment of as a Pittsburgh Penguin was on Monday night when he elbowed and shouldered Sami Vatanen's head into the glass. If that's your most memorable moment with the team, then you weren't very good with the team. So number one, Derick Brassard, the misfit, is gone. The second thing that I like about this trade, both McCann and Bjugstad are under contract with term. For Florida's Bjugstad, he's under contract through the end of the 2020-2021 season at a cap hit of $4.1 million. The cap hit is a little high in my eyes, but his numbers might get a little bit of a boost playing with the Pittsburgh Penguins. I mean, Bjugstad was a first-round pick back in 2010. And in 4 of his 6 full NHL seasons, he has scored 15 goals or more in 4 of them. A career-high 24 goals in the 2014-2015 year. So Bjugstad has a little bit of ability to put the puck in the net, and he's a big body. He's 6'6". So he's a big body, which is what the Penguins were hoping to get. Even though he has struggled this year, only 5 goals and 12 points in 32 games, Bjugstad has quite a bit of ceiling to get back up to his full potential. Also, McCann is under contract through the end of next season, and his cap hit is pretty cheap, $1.25 million. And even better, after that, after 2020, McCann becomes a restricted free agent instead of an unrestricted free agent, which means that the Penguins might be able to keep him around for an extra year or 2 after 2020. It's very important to get players that have ability with term on their contract, because their salary's locked in, you know the cap hit, and you can fit the pieces into the salary cap. And also, McCann was a first-round pick of the Vancouver Canucks back in 2014. So with McCann and Bjugstad, it seems like the Penguins are trying to get younger and trying to bank on these players reaching their full potential with them. Now here are some things that I wasn't the biggest fan of in this deal. Riley Sheahan being gone. Riley Sheahan, over the last year and a half, has fit pretty well as a third, fourth line center hybrid type. He's been consistent on the bottom six. You know what you're going to get from him. And Sheahan was probably going to, he had 7 goals this season at the time of the trade. He was probably going to get to 11 or 12 by the end. He was consistent. He was solid. But he would have been a free agent at the end of the year, and some other team would have probably overpaid for him. So he probably would have been gone anyway. And the other thing that I didn't like about the deal, throwing the 3 draft picks in seems a bit extreme to me. The 2019 second round pick and then 2 fourth round picks. That just seems a little high to me. We'll see how that goes. I would have tried to not include that second round pick in there because they'd given up the 2 fourths, but that was a part of the deal. And before I sign off, one last thing that's very important with this deal. The Penguins still have probably 2 of their bigger assets left. They still have their first round pick in 2019, which personally I'd like to see them keep so that they can get blue chip talent back into the system. And 2, they still have Tristan Jarry. So if there's any bigger moves between now and the deadline, they still have a piece or 2 to dangle out there to get what they might need for the Stanley Cup run. Well, folks, that's a pretty in-depth recap of the trade. The Penguins acquire Jared McCann and Nick Bjugstad in exchange for Derick Brassard, Riley Sheahan, a second-round pick, and 2 fourth-round picks. As always, folks, leave your comments about the trade in the comments section below. Please click the like button. Please subscribe to the channel. And everyone, don't forget to follow me on Twitch. I'll be live streaming the Super Bowl on Sunday on Twitch. For the rest of the great crew, Joey the Truth Wagner signing off from the Truth Serum. Have a fun Friday.